Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps. I will be your master of ceremonies, and I am joined by 4 mystifying players. Zach Brass.
Zach. I guess we're not joined by Zach today.
Okay, keep going. Keep it going.
Good riddance.
Dom Brass, are you here?
Dom Brass is here.
Nate Brass, are you here?
Nate Brass is here.
What's up, Internet? Woohoo, I'm here.
And Tyler Knittle?
Present.
Okay, we got him. We got them all. We got them all, guys.
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Urban Shadows 2nd Edition, a Powered by the Apocalypse game, published by Magpie Games. Guys, you might be getting a slightly different quality from my recording this week, and so I just want to acknowledge that up front. I might be sounding a little wetter in general, a little damper.
What have you been watching
gross
before this?
Adjective I thought you'd say.
And that's because I'm diving
Underwater.
into the deep end here. Yeah.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'm
What
literally
is
recording.
I hate you so
No,
much.
I've been doing skincare stuff. Like I've been moisturizing.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you're one of them soy boys.
Interesting.
I don't know. I always moisturize. I didn't think that was weird.
I think you might hear that in my audio quality.
You're a slick boy.
It's just like, it's one of those things that I've known I should be doing for a long time, but you know, like a lot of white men out there in the world, I didn't.
I'm brown. I'm just vain.
I don't
Nice.
know what you're talking about.
No, I'm with you.
What
Mike.
is this moisturizing?
Yeah, exactly. It just seems like extra stuff. It's
I
confusing.
have wrinkles. I don't like
I
them.
do.
Oh, fair enough.
I don't mind my crow's feet.
I will say, I think wrinkles kind of make me look distinguished. So
And I only bring this up because, like, I've literally only been doing it for a couple days, but I'm immediately, my reaction has been, oh, I should have been doing this for a long time. And I just wanted to throw it out there, open up the conversation. Is there anything in your life that you guys have tried or, you know, dabbled in, and you were immediately like, oh, I should have been doing this my entire life?
Going to the dentist?
that's a good one.
Yeah, I recommend it, dude.
Turns out I've got good genes. My teeth are all right. But, like, if I didn't have good genes, I'd be fucked.
Oh, no.
How, I know we've talked dentistry in the past. How long has it been, or like had it been, between visits for you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Nice.
That long, huh?
Look, I had free healthcare from through my early 20s through the government. And, okay, don't get me wrong. I guess I did go to the dentist then, but I took it for granted. And then I didn't have free healthcare, and I was like, you know what? I made it 20-something years without a cavity. I can make it another 20-something years, probably. It wasn't that long, obviously. I'm not in my 40s. And it was too long, though.
Yeah. That, I mean, I will let a lot of things lapse. The dental care is not one of them.
To be fair, I have been pretty good about brushing my teeth and stuff. So my teeth, I'm just like, well, there's no pain. There's this fine.
You a flosser?
Probably less often than my dentist would like.
Isn't that true for literally every single person in the world?
Yeah, well,
literally.
they might put me higher on the list of people that I wish would floss more, but maybe I'm just really good at brushing my teeth.
Tyler, what's something that's made you say, "Oh, I should have been doing this forever"?
Well, I was offered to live on site where I work, which is where I live now, like a year earlier. And holy crap, rent is expensive compared to having your rent compensated for working for the landlords. Which I know sounds hypocritical, given what I hope are some obvious socialist stances I've uttered on this program.
You are not.
Speaking of which, Dom and I went to our first DSA meeting yesterday.
Tyler is not a landlord. He is just a servant of one.
No, I'm a repair guy who actually fixes the shit that's broken, and I don't paint over shit. I will post pictures of my accent wall jobs, and they are phenomenal.
Cool.
I
cool.
take
Yeah,
pride
just
in
keep
my-
telling you
in
that
my
yourself
wall
that,
painting
Tyler.
skills.
You don't work for the man. It's no big deal. Who cares?
I do work for the man.
know.
I fully acknowledge
But
it.
you could have had like a year's worth of free rent, and you didn't take them up on that.
For the record, I told him he should have moved in forever ago. I didn't want to be an asshole about it because I'm the one really making out, and I'm like, if you don't want to live where you work, I get that, but like the rent.
Yeah, that was the big thing, because like, okay, our old house was a shithole. The foundation was buckling. The driveway was a crater.
The kitchen had
our
a
cat was
slanted
stray.
floor. It was gonna.
Yeah, the kitchen
I'm pretty
was
sure
like
our
I thought it
refrigerator.
had
collapsing in on
character.
itself.
Look, if we stayed there for another 5 years, I'm pretty sure the refrigerator would have ended up in the basement. And I'm not kidding.
Listen, the best part about that place was that people just walked through each other's yards to cut through the neighborhood, and no one gave a fuck.
Also, we had a yard, which was nice, actually.
We did have a yard. I do miss my
Nate,
my
what is
hammock.
something that's made you say, "I should have been doing this forever"?
I don't know.
Cutting off these preambles.
Let's go.
Or participating in them.
No, he definitely didn't say he should have been doing that.
I'm saying he should have been doing that.
Well, I mean,
Well, there
you
you
were
go. That's
telling
something
a
Tyler's
story.
been
That's
saying.
good for you. I'm glad you have feelings.
Of course I have
Fucking
feelings.
awesome, dude.
I have to listen to all you jokers 3 times.
Hey, it's fantastic, and we love you. Okay?
Well,
You
Dom,
better.
I
I'd
do.
ask you, but we are running out of time, so I think we should just get into our show.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's fine. Whatever. No, I was going to say playing
Nate wishes he
D&D
was
to
taller
get
sooner,
Wow, yeah.
so
would've
that
been
he
sick.
could not get bullied by his older brothers.
I only have one older brother.
No, Nate, not Dom.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You're fine. You were fine. I'm talking about Nate having to deal with being like, well, I gotta
Yeah,
You
compromise.
guys ever
'cause they'll beat
forget
me up.
who's older? Like,
No.
No.
I remember what life was like before.
crazy.
I mean, yeah, no, like actually that would be insane, but I don't know. Just your response to it was funny to me as well. You were just like, no, and don't you dare suggest that we would.
Mike, if you want a bone thrown at you for that one, my brother sometimes thinks that I wasn't born before 9/11.
well, see, that's sort of what my thought is. Like, people forget when, like, birthdays are, or, you know, people forget how old they are, you know, like...
You know what you don't forget? When somebody decided to start living in your house and taking away. Though honestly, if we're kidding,
He's not.
I'm
He's
kidding
evil.
a little bit, because actually, you know what? I was not a jealous older brother. I was actually very excited to have brothers that might be able to do things for me.
Well, I'm very excited to get back to our game. Previously on Urban Shadows, Dale Tillman was arrested and taken to an underground prison where he got into a fight with a werewolf named PJ. He was knocked out in the scuffle, and the corrupt guard Gruber was killed. While unconscious, Dale was given an offer by Abner Thane. He could get Dale out of prison and save ex-wife Hannah from a fate worse than death in exchange for an alliance. Dale rejected the offer and found Hannah in the dream world, scared, transforming into something inhuman, and running out of time to stop it. Dale woke up in his cell, safe with new allies Teddy, Keith, and Dale, where they got some news from a friendly guard, the haunted doll Chucky. With PJ hurt and Gruber dead, there's a power vacuum in the local smuggling operation, and Chucky wants their help to come out on top. You've been tasked by Chucky, this haunted doll corrections officer, to get him an in on the smuggling operation that Gruber was once involved in with PJ's gang. Gruber is dead. PJ has been very hurt and implicated in the death. As I believe Chucky told you, had been moved to solitary. But you've also heard that the warden, whoever that might be, is not convinced that Chucky or that PJ was behind this. So there's some uncertainty going on.
Plus, if we're being real, I don't know everything about prisons, but I suspect that his gang doesn't look at him killing a prison guard and going to solitary confinement as like, oh, we should betray this guy. You know, I don't know. I don't know a ton about prisons, but like, it's like, oh, that guy killed a cop. When he's going to be here forever. We should probably, you know.
And you would know as a longtime inmate of this facility, PJ's gang is remarkably loyal to him.
They're dogs.
Yeah.
Literally.
That makes sense.
Exactly.
No, yeah, that's it.
But
Okay, all right. So, it's inconvenient we don't have a werewolf. It would have been nice if one of you guys had decided to be a werewolf, Dom.
Dude, seriously?
I mean, you talk about how much you love werewolves, and you're not even
it's
playing
okay.
a werewolf.
Dragon beats werewolf.
Dude, I also love dragons, okay? Shut up. This fucking guy. It's ridiculous.
Look, okay. So Gruber's dead, and Gruber was like they're into getting past security and shit because they were corrupt and shit. And now new guy wants to be the guy.
Yeah.
So all we got to do is convince these guys that new guy is the guy.
That is a good idea. We just need to make it be like it was the second in command's idea. Which I'm a psychic. I can tell the future.
Do you have any kind of abilities that might be helpful to you here?
I mean, I have the ability to see the future according to the game.
But like a different power that might help in this situation.
Yeah, no, we already did it because it's during faction turns, and we did it at the start. The foretelling, and I saw him walking out of the prison. And there was probably a wolf symbol somewhere around or something. We just forgot to mention that.
Okay.
I don't think there was a wolf symbol.
Well, you know, you don't think there was a wolf symbol.
Just because there wasn't a wolf symbol in your vision doesn't mean that like a wolf symbol, whatever that is, can't lead you towards that vision, but it wasn't canonically not part of the vision.
Well, you asked what a wolf symbol is. Wolverhampton Wanderers, if you've ever seen their badge, that's a wolf symbol.
Oh, I'm a Aston Martin guy.
I prefer Bentleys.
You guys know this about me. What are you guys doing?
We have to seduce the wolves.
Ooh, that's pretty good. So I have an ability, guys. Your brood. So if we meet an important character, I can say that they're part of my family. So we could say one of the wolves is now. I'm just kidding. But that is something to keep in mind. And I can get into difficult places by exploding things. I don't know if that'll help.
I can when you figure someone out, you can use skim the search. I can ask extra questions because I have an extra. I got a second corruption level.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And I can ask anything I want, by the way. And it's not limited to the list.
Okay, what do your characters do?
Well, first off, we got to figure out who second in command is, which we probably know, right? Like, we've been in prison.
Yeah, you would know that Regina, the like sort of short but scrappy mulleted werewolf, she is the second in command in PJ's gang.
Okay, so Saint Dale can seduce her.
Ooh, I like that.
And potentially like get her to try and be like, look, there's this amazing opportunity. This would make you so big in with the gang. I mean, Hannibal Joker, whatever his name was.
Here's the thing, though. We established a couple episodes ago that Regina is like one of Dr. Dale's patients. That seems like an unethical line for him to cross.
He's in prison. I don't know ethics. All right, man. Dale, I think we know what we got to do. You got to put the eyes on Regina.
Regina? But she's my patient. It would be unethical.
You're in prison. Do you want to get out of prison?
Well, of course I want to get out of prison, but...
Well, then we're going to have to do some unethical shit.
I could never get out on good behavior if I'm unethical.
I don't know if you remember the Chosen One prophecy.
Look, I get what you're trying to get at, and I will melt a guard's face off if I have to. But I will not destroy my reputation and sleep with someone who is confided in me.
I didn't ask you to sleep with her. I asked you to seduce her.
I can't. That's just wrong.
But you know all her... Well, okay. Will you tell us all of her secrets? So that Sully will seduce her?
I cannot in good faith just give you all of this information. I think I'll have to tell you something I learned outside of our lessons, our meetings, our beautiful, beautiful meetings.
Meetings, yes. So those things that you guys have.
What secret knowledge? What are we learning this time?
She likes weak and pathetic men.
That's when Dale Tillman steps forward. Did somebody say pathetic man?
Are you saying I need to seduce her?
We do, but I love you, Dale, and I don't think you're weak and pathetic, but Keith might.
Dale, you're the chosen one. And we need you to seduce a woman. A werewolf.
You really think she'd go for a guy like me?
Look, honestly, if our information's correct, you're exactly the kind of guy she'll go for.
I don't know. My heart belongs to another.
Well, if you want to ever see that other, you're going to have to lay on the charm for a werewolf girl.
You're right.
Oh, that was easy.
Time to get your dick wet, Dale.
Nice.
I do like Bush.
Oh God.
The showers are co-ed.
In case anybody missed
Yeah, the
it.
prison is co-ed, which is something I wanted to bring
Unusual?
up at some point.
Yeah, but it's a magic prison. So.
No, they didn't have enough funding to make a second magical prison.
The American
Under Las
government
Vegas.
didn't have enough funding to build a second magical prison. Okay.
It's okay. Nobody knows about this. They don't have to know.
Yeah, exactly. They're not super concerned about doing things correctly here.
Is my harm reduced?
So here's the thing. I think that for you to recover the like frostbite in your hands, you're essentially going to need to be like in the infirmary for a few days. So I'm going to leave it up to you whether that's something Dale is willing to do, knowing that Hannah said in the dream dimension she's running out of time.
Are you sure the magical government prison doesn't have magical government healers?
Not that they're going to use on inmates.
This is on U.S. soil, and that is a violation of my constitutional rights against cruel and unusual punishment not to receive medical care.
There's so many constitutional violations happening right now, Dale. Are you
Like,
gonna...
do you actually think that they're following the constitutional rights in this prison?
Well, God damn it, I'm gonna blow the lid on this place when we get out of here. Let's go seduce a werewolf.
So are you gonna take the time to have your wounds treated or not?
No.
Okay. I'll let you know they're not gonna get like worse just yet. They're just not gonna get better. So
Okay.
Just keep that marked.
It's a good thing my other character can heal 2 harm, so...
Dude, totally planned that. Nice.
Yep.
Oh, don't
It's
worry. Ziggy's gonna die before you get out.
No, he's not. Ziggy will never die. Ziggy is forever.
Cut to Ziggy and just a terrible car crash.
Mysterious heart attack actually caused him to crash the car while he was driving.
My heart!
He was dead before the collision even happened.
Insert Death Note heartbeat sound effect. All right. Where's this lady hang out?
Where does Regina hang out? In the gym, or whatever, wherever the prisoners work out, you know what I'm saying? And
that's where I said I got my frostbite.
And you walk in and you just see Regina, at the weight rack, just like deadlifting like huge barbells.
How many plates does she have under the bar?
A lot.
How much
6
is a lot?
on each side? 6 on each side.
6 on each side? Holy shit.
Yeah.
She's jacked.
Yeah. Dude, she'll fucking kill you.
She's a werewolf.
What's whatever 45 times 7 is, that's how much she's lifting. In pounds. Sorry, European listeners. Fuck your kilograms. Man, it's always so awkward trying to hit on someone in the gym.
Good thing Dale is incredibly charismatic, am I right?
I mean, he's got a lot of heart. I don't know if he's got a lot of charisma.
He just doesn't want to come off as a creep to this scary werewolf.
Listen,
If this was
If
Ezra,
anything,
he'd walk right up to her. That's all I'm saying. And would it work? He thinks so.
the thing in Dale's favor is that he's very earnest, which is very endearing for some people. So hopefully in this case it is.
Just don't act like Dale won and you'll be fine.
Remind me to not piss you off with what you're putting up.
And she like holds the weight as she's lifted it, and then just, drops the weights and they bounce on the concrete.
And then everybody looks over to the sign that says "Don't drop the weight,"
which have been scratched off with like werewolf claws.
Oh, yeah.
Just right through the sign. What did you say? Fresh meat?
Hang on real quick. I need to look something up, or rather I need to calculate something.
The weight?
Yes. All right, 45 times 7. That's it? 315.
I thought he said 6 on each side.
Oh, 6
Yeah.
on each side. Okay, times
So it'd be
13.
times
My
13.
bad. 585 pounds. Okay. Well, I mean, you're lifting it up like 2.5 of me. That's impressive.
She looks at you. The combination, or her face is a combination of confusion and annoyance. People don't just walk up to her when she's working out and talk. What is this that's happening right now? And so she is like sniffing at the air, sniffing at you. She's got these like big, like yellow eyes. She's like, why are you bothering me? Can't you see that I'm getting my pump on?
Yeah, you are.
He bites his lip.
Oh.
Still got it.
Is that what's happening here?
If you want it to happen.
So scared.
Keep it up. This is going really well. Really good.
Dale turns around and gives 2 thumbs up. Big dumb grin on his
You get
face.
2 thumbs up right back.
You get a side thumb from me. That's leaning upwards.
Dale, I think as this is happening, I think you and Regina are really just trying to figure each other out. And so give me a roll with mind to see if you can figure her out, like while you are beginning to engage in this conversation.
Oh, hey, Dale, go use your worst stat. That's a 6. Guys, a little backup.
But surely Dale 2 can help.
Yeah, tell her that she needs to, be more open to the possibilities of making new relationships or something.
Dale, ask her about the drugs and how the drug trade's going. You got this, dude. Ask her about her interests.
You can roll with Mortalis, and we'll see how it goes.
I got a 12.
A 12, great, which means that Regina doesn't overhear Dale the angel shouting advice to Dale the human. And
It's not shouting. I'm stage whispering. Thank you very much.
Nice.
And Dale, that means that you are going to get a success on a figure someone out here. So you can ask some questions about Regina to get some information that might help you. But she's also going to figure out something about you. So you can ask, who's pulling your character strings? What's your character's beef with blank? What's your character hoping to get from blank? What does your character worry is going to happen? How could I get your character to blank, or how could I put your character in my debt?
How could I get your character to consider allying with Chucky for your new smuggler assistant helper guy?
Yeah.
And how could I put your character in my debt?
How could I get your character to ally with Chucky? So I think how you're figuring these out is over the course of the conversation. She is obviously a very we'll call it dominant personality. You know, she has the desire to be in charge.
Daddy lack.
But for any kind of business arrangements, that would also have to be the case. It would have to be like very preferable terms for her and her gang, for her to consider going in with anybody. You know, they need to be the ones in charge.
Okay. I think we can convince Chucky that listen, you're the guy now, but you're also getting a pay. You're not going to be making as much, and you're just going to have to deal with that kind of deal. I don't think they'll be. It's better than nothing.
It's better than
Is that
nothing.
the best way
Either-
to frame that? Couldn't we sell it to him like it was a really awesome thing? And
Look, guys, diplomacy is the art of telling someone to go to hell in such a fashion that they ask you for directions. Okay, obviously we're gonna, spice that up a bit and make it sound better than it actually is.
I think what you're also learning though is that their current situation seems pretty good to them. Even with Gruber dead and with PJ locked up in solitary, it seems like Regina and the rest of the werewolves are content to sort of maintain the status quo until PJ is better and then continue, then like make drastic changes right away unless they were to get like something out of it. You know what I mean?
Well, what I'm saying is you should basically be like, yeah, like what Dom or Nate said, the cut's lower for the guard, but they don't know because they don't know what the cut was. And just be like, oh, look, you're going to get a really good cut. You just don't know what it is. And it'll be lower than...
Right. What I'm trying to say is basically they need two things to go into business. One, they need to be the ones in charge, regardless of what happens. But two, anything new coming in has to incentivize them more than like waiting for PJ to get better and then picking up the operations as they were. Like they're not looking to make a huge change right now.
Do the prisoners know about sand?
Sand has made itself known to the prison, but in very small quantities. They have not gotten a mainline connection to any sort of sand dealing. And so it is like a luxury right now. Those who can get
All
it
right,
are,
that's our end,
that's
baby.
huge. Yeah, great question, Tyler. That's what I'll give you there. How could I put your character in my debt? I think that might also be an answer here. By providing sand or some other asset that they do not have access to and cutting them in on that.
So what you're saying is Dale has to convince her that he can get a designer drug.
Yes, I want to listen. You ever hear about sand?
And you see your ears twitch in response to that in excitement. What do you know about that?
Oh, I know quite a bit. It's kind of the reason I'm down here, actually. Well, part of it anyway. It's kind of related, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot going on in my life, but what's important to you is sand.
Oh, fresh meat. You're more interesting than you let on, aren't you?
I really don't like the way she said fresh meat.
No, that's how she flirts. This is going well.
Don't worry, he's the chosen one. He's the only one capable of making this deal.
This world's tenderized me.
Oh, I don't like the way he said that.
Yeah, I don't.
Did you like that?
Can I say yes?
And she just like growls like, "Arr." You can.
I feel like we shouldn't be watching this.
I know, but I can't turn away.
I already saw it.
I had a supply of it, and I can get a hold of it, but not from in here, you understand.
Go ahead and I think now is at the point where Dale is trying to persuade an NPC with seduction, promises, or threats. So Dale, you can go ahead and roll with heart.
This is for all the marbles. 8. I'll take an 8.
Okay, that is a hit, which means Regina is going to see your point and do as you ask, but on a 7 to 9, they counter your offer or demand payment, a debt, a favor, or resources before agreeing to follow through. You've been pretty flirtatious here. You came in here with the intention to seduce. And so I think following through with that. Don't worry, audience. This isn't going to get gross.
Not unless you listen to the extended cut.
And then the tentacles pop out.
Not on the free release, okay?
Check out our audio, Escape the Erotic Dungeon.
Only on our OnlyFans.
Regina, like, somewhat forcefully, but there's some gentleness as well. Sort of like grabs you by the wrist and drags you out of the room, and you find a dark corner of the prison, and she just hugs you. And I think you might be anticipating for it to get worse than that, given the circumstances. But she's just holding you. And you hear her breathing get deeper and more emotional. And you feel like some tears fall on your shoulder. And then she wipes her eyes and she says, "If you tell anyone about this, I'll rip your throat out."
Why would I tell anybody about this?
I don't get the opportunity to be very vulnerable around here. But I feel like I can around you.
Aside from Saint Dale.
Even with him, I have to put up a front.
Well, you shouldn't put up a front for your therapist. I mean, that's kind of counterintuitive. Sorry, I don't mean to mansplain.
Says you.
Well, I'm grateful that you feel that way. You know, I can be here for you.
You remind me of my brother.
Oh.
I haven't.
Okay. Okay.
Sexy like my brother.
Whoa!
No, that's not what I meant.
Oh no, I clicked the wrong category.
That is a more popular category.
Oh, no.
You remind me of somebody I used to know.
There we go.
That's better.
I know.
Sorry.
Somebody.
This is really funny. Anyway.
You seem like a good guy. I'm sorry that PJ gave you a hard time the other day.
Ah, it's all right.
He's like that with everybody, and you just get used to it. I feel like nothing's ever gonna change. But then nobody's ever come up to me in the gym before and like actually wanted to have a conversation. It was nice is all.
Well, some people might be afraid of that, but I respect it.
And she sort of like somewhat forcefully like shoves you away as she pulls back from the hug. She's wiping her eyes and her nose. She's like, whatever, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay? I don't have feelings. Grr, I'm a werewolf.
You're a werewolf, all right.
Okay, I needed that, okay? But like, don't tell anyone. I have to maintain my image around here.
If I tell anyone, even your therapist, you can kill me.
Deal. And she shakes your hand. And if you can really get sand down here, all right, we'll cut you in on the whole operation.
Great. But I need a way to get in touch with people on the outside in order to get a hold of it. Even better if I can just get out. I'll be able to find y'all, don't worry. I got my ways.
You want us to smuggle you out of here?
It's gonna be a hell of a lot easier than smuggling sand in.
I'm not gonna say it's never been done before.
See, it's possible.
But it's never been done without PJ. And it's never been done without the warden.
If I think anyone here is capable of pulling this off, it's you.
Smuggle out a person. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you it's never been done, all right? It has. But it hasn't been done without Gruber or PJ or the warden. Nothing gets in and out without the warden's say-so, okay?
Well, then maybe we should have a little chat with this warden. He doesn't want to see his profits dry up.
That's the last thing he wants. And if you can get what you're saying you can get, then maybe, just maybe, he'll move through with this, but if he doesn't like your idea, well, he doesn't like people that waste his time. Do you know what I mean?
Do I seem like the kind of person that's gonna waste anybody's time?
You're awfully confident for a soft man. Let's go. The entire group gets together and Regina leads you up towards the warden's office, and the prison guards that are stationed, around that point. Regina just gives them a knowing nod, and they let her pass and lead you along. And you just see this like smoky, opaque glass with just the word warden on it, leading into the office. The door swings open and the temperature rises. And you see sitting at the desk is a face that is familiar to Dale and our audience. Mammon, the demon, because of course the archdemon of greed is the one who runs a prison.
He just picks a weird choice, he's in Vegas and the demon of greed's like, you know what? Prisons.
Dude, he's got a lot of businesses. He's not gonna pass this one up,
So as we open the door and you see Mammon, I'm going to use my special ability. All right, so my ability is my brood. So there are 4 others born within this era that were once dragons and reincarnated like me. So our fate is intertwined, and when I first meet someone important, you or the MC may declare that they are one of your brood. When you first share a moment of intimacy with a broodmate, replace your intimacy move with one of the following. And the MC will reveal who your broodmate was in your times forgotten. So you get to choose one of the, I think there are 6 types of broodmates that this guy is, which will help define the relationship that we have.
So you have this thing where you can declare that you have some important pre-existing ancient relationship with Mammon, and I get to determine what specifically that relationship was.
Yes.
Well, I feel like you're in his prison. The only thing that really makes sense to me, like if I'm being honest with you, Dom, is that he's your betrayer.
Oof. You don't want to go with trusted confidant?
I don't think
You're
so.
sticking with betrayer?
I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough.
Mysterious lover?
If you want, Chucky can be your confidant. I'll allow that to happen.
Oh, that would be fun. No.
Yeah, he could be a dragon doll.
He could be a dragon doll reincarnated, but I've already committed to Mammon, so I guess he's the betrayer.
And so as you walk in, Keith, this dragon in a human form, Mammon, a dragon in a demon form, smiles at you so cruelly, so delighted that you've brought yourself here to him, and with these 3 fine individuals as well.
Hi. Hey, how's it going, Mammon? You look good.
Well, what do we have here? This is what Mammon sounds like now.
No, yeah, I can confirm this is his voice. I know him. He sounds just like he used to sound.
This is my dragon voice.
Makes sense.
Now that I don't have to hide my previously hidden draconic identity.
Oh my god. You've been running this prison this whole time?
Well, of course I have, my dear boy. You see, there ain't no business more profitable this side of the Mississippi than a private prison. And you know Mammon's all about those gold coins. That's a demon and a dragon thing, baby boy.
Oof. No, he's got us there. That is definitely a dragon thing.
So wait, you left Mississippi and you chose to move to Las Vegas.
Yeah, I had questions about the Mississippi thing, but I was gonna let it go.
It's just an expression, you know, this side of the Mississippi, that side of the Mississippi. It's a major point of geographical reference. Now, as pleasant as it is to see my old friend Quetzalcoatl, why have you brought these boys to my office, Regina?
You knew the warden this whole time?
I just thought it was a guy. I was very focused on salvation.
This place is never bringing you salvation. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you that.
Regina steps forward and she's like, Warden Mammon, this is my therapist, my new boyfriend, and their 2 friends. And they're here to present an opportunity to you. Isn't that right, guys?
Yeah, super great. Lucrative opportunity. Oh, so you sell drugs, right?
Very tactful. Listen, Warden. I know you're not exactly above board. Do you recognize me? may have gotten kicked out of one of your other establishments.
Oh, now that you do mention that, you do seem a mighty familiar to me.
Well, he's not supposed to be here. I mean, he's a regular dude.
Yeah, he's just a
For
person.
regular prison.
He's just a regular divorcee.
Quiet now, Oracle, quiet. You were in my casino down in Las Vegas. You got into a fight just, what was that, a week or two ago? With a couple of vampires who were behind on they tab. Yeah, you and that Ezra boy, was it?
That was him, yes.
Yeah. He never did collect like he said he was going to for me after I gave him free information on the promise that he would do so.
Well, I may have a means to amend that, sir.
Well, that is something that does, in fact, need amending.
Now, I know that you like to wet your beak, so to speak, when it comes to dealings going on down in the yard. How'd you like to get your beak drenched?
Okay. Interesting.
Juicy.
Juicy beaks.
That's a choice.
You think you have the fluid capacity to drench my
Oh, dude, no.
My
beak
rock
my
hard
size?
beak.
Well, it needs to be an alternating current. See, I know you've got private prison and gambling on lockdown, which is quite the lucrative business, but you could be even more lucrative and get in on someone else's game. Sand.
Sand.
That's right. Sand.
I am familiar with the substance known as sand. I know its origins, and frankly, I have a existing friendly relationship with its proprietor. He is a frequenter of many of my establishments. What makes you think I don't have a... Okay, fine, I don't have a lead on my sand operation. I've been reticent to involve myself in such things. Why do you think you can change my mind?
You and I also have a relationship with the proprietor. And I think it would do wonders for morale here.
The thing about sand, Dale Tillman, is that there's a secret ingredient of infernal nature. Those who partake of it are given a piece of themselves to one Monsieur Barkan. It's good for his business. I'm not so sure it would be good for mine to allow him to put pieces of himself in my property.
But what if it were your sand with your demonic presence in it?
I'm listening.
How many criminals you got locked up here for cooking?
A lot.
You think a couple of talented alchemists, I guess? Chemists?
Sure.
People who dabble with the molecular structure will be able to reverse engineer it, maybe.
Well, I will admit I had never considered such a possibility. If such a thing could be done, well, then I think a great deal of money could be made without risking giving my assets up to another daemon.
Damon.
Daemon.
Damon. Crikey.
Tell you what, Mr. Tillman. I would be willing to give such a thing a try on a small test batch, so to speak.
I just need to get out to get it, sir.
Oh, you're not going anywhere, Dale Tillman.
That was worth a try. Come on, you gotta admit.
You almost had me there for a second. I was like, well, maybe I should let him go, but then I was like, no.
Demon like you know you gotta respect the game of someone as wily as you. Come on.
But tell you what, you think you can get a hold of some of this sand? Because I don't want Barkhan finding out that we're trying nothing. If you can get me a test batch, I'll allow you to send a word to your little friends. But until I know what works, I can't afford to let you go anywhere out of my sight. And he snaps his fingers, his draconic, demonish fingers.
Yeah.
And a solid gold handcuff appears on your left hand. And the chain extends to another cuff on Mammon's arm, binding the two of you together.
Damn. That's hardcore.
Yeah, dude. That is hardcore.
All right. Now we're getting some juiciness in here. All right.
So you better hope your little friends can get me what I need on the next episode of Escape the Dungeon.
Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Knittle. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.